let's talk a little bit about Article 1, Section 8. It's pretty clear. What does it say?
The power that Congress has the power to declare war, and it gets ignored.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much that simple. It's been I think a gradual decline. The founders knew, especially Madison, that it was important to put it in the legislative branch because, number one, kings became more popular during war. Like when you're defending the homeland or expanding your empire, the people like a good war, and everything good that comes from it, that benefit politically ascribes to the executive. And so they knew, number one, it was bad for that reason to let an executive do it. Also, why would you want just one person to be able to declare war? And finally, the point that I made in my speech, another point that I made in my speech, which the founders well knew, you do not want to go to war. You don't want to send soldiers there unless the soldiers have the support of the people. And it would be very easy for one executive to do something that might not have the support of the people. But it's a lot harder to go to the people's house who are going to be up for election in no more than 2 years and get the authority to go to war. So they wanted to put it in the hands of the people's house. And so that's another reason why it was wise to do that.
And even Alexander Hamilton, who was by far the guy that advocated a strong and robust presidency, even he acknowledged that a president left unchecked would always choose the option of going to war. But I went back and I found a letter from James Madison, and I want to read it because I can't explain it as eloquently as he did. But he said, "Of all the enemies to public liberty, war is perhaps the most to be dreaded because it comprises and develops the germ of every other. War is the parent of armies. From these proceed debts and taxes, and armies, debts, and taxes are the known instruments for bringing the many under the domination of the few. In war, too, the discretionary power of the executive is extended. Its influence in dealing out offices, honors, and emoluments is multiplied, and all the means of seducing the minds are added to those of subduing the force of the people. No nation could preserve its freedom in the midst of continual warfare." And he's pretty much describing where we've been.
Where we are.
Yeah, where we are today.
Which
is a pretty smart guy. He saw this coming.
I mean, he studied history,
yeah.
Right? It wasn't like he could see the future. He was using empirical data.
Yeah.
That's a fact.